Welcome into another live commitment. It is that time of year, day after day. We got these going on our channel. And were you here yesterday? It was amazing. We had 3 commitments in the same show. You never know what you're going to get here on the Rivals Recruit channel. So as everybody gets in, get seated, we're going to get ready for today's commitment. Let me tell you, hit subscribe to the Rivals Recruit channel. That's how you will get your notifications anytime we go live. You never know when we have a live commitment unless you're subscribed, so jump on board. All right, who are we here for today? It's Noah Clark, 4-star defensive lineman out of Durham, North Carolina. He goes 6'4.5", 350 pounds, and Noah's collected a ton of offers, but today we're down to a top 4. You see it there. It's South Carolina, Virginia, Virginia Tech, and NC State. Those are the finalists. And today we're going to find out who the winner is. But before we talk with Clark, let's put on that film. Big man, big body. He takes up space, but he also makes plays. Clark has excellent athleticism and the ability to get into the backfield and just simply disrupt whatever the offense is trying to do. Great against the run, great against the pass. Clark has a shot to come in and anchor a top-tier college defensive line. With that size and athleticism, you can see why he is so coveted at the high school level. Just a mammoth of a man here. Boom. That's got to hurt. All right. Before we get to Noah, let's take a look at these social handles. Remember, his career is just about to take off. Those are his handles. Go hit follow, follow, follow. All right. I think we're set. There he is. Noah Clark, Durham, North Carolina. Noah, it's your big day. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great, but we see your top teams there at the bottom of the screen. What was it about these programs that made your final list?
I feel good about the programs because, I visit all of them. I enjoyed them. I went to Virginia, South Carolina State, and Virginia Tech. I really feel good about them. And, I had a great time. My family had a great time there. And I feel like those are the places that can really develop me into the player I want to become.
All right, Noah, the moment's here. The floor is yours. Say your thank yous and let us know where you are committing to college.
So I want to first off thanking everybody here. I really appreciate you guys, supporting me and my journey, and I want to be a part of this. I want to thank God for everything He's done for me to get me to this point. And, I want to thank my coaching staff, for developing me into the player that I'm coming, and I want to thank my parents. I really appreciate them for thinking thin. I call myself a little hard-headed. I'm not the best kid in the world, but they stuck with me and on my side, my biggest supporters. And these 2 guys right here, two stooges, man. I can't stand them, but I love them because without them, I wouldn't be a person and player I would be. And I want to thank my teammates back there and my guys. I love them. We've been through a lot, and been through some good and bad and ugly. And but we say soccer for a reason. And I love y'all for real. And again,
It's South Carolina for Noah Clark. I think he mashed the mute button there, but we'll get it fixed. All right, Noah Clark is now a South Carolina Gamecock. A huge commitment today. Wow, there it is. Noah Clark commits to South Carolina live on the Rivals Recruits channel. A little celebrating going on. Let's see if we can get him back in the seat and talk to him here in a second. No, unmute yourself.
I didn't know I was muted.
Yeah, you went a little crazy with the commitment, but congratulations. Noah, why was South Carolina the best fit for you?
This is my first offer, and this is big for me. T-Rob believed in a 15-year-old kid who and they took a chance on me. So I really appreciate him and everything he's done for me. And I feel like this place has developed me to the player I want to be. live my dream to go to the NFL.
Had a chance to tell Shane Beamer that you're coming?
Can you repeat it one more time?
Oh, have you had a chance to tell Shane Beamer that you're committed?
Oh yeah, I did. Yes, sir. I did that last week. I told him, let him know.
What was his reaction?
You know, he was pumped. He was pumped. I think I caught him at a red light, so he had a chance to let his energy out.
Awesome, man. Well, what can South Carolina fans expect to get when Noah Clark steps on campus?
You can expect like a guy who's going to come in ready to work. I love this game of football. I don't play it for the clicks. I don't play for that. I play for the game. I love this. I've been doing this since I was a kid, and I've been enjoying it. So you're going to be a hard worker, and I'm ready to play, and I want to win a national championship.
All right. Well, congratulations. I know you got a lot of friends, family. Go celebrate, have a blast, and go Gamecocks.
Yes, sir. Spurs up.
Spurs up. Let's bring in Steve Wiltfong, national analyst here at On3. Noah Clark, 6'4.5", 350 pounds. Steve, what's South Carolina getting? Steve, your mic.
Are we good now? You guys got me?
Gotcha.
Look, South Carolina's getting a guy that can help control the line of scrimmage for years to come. As you said, 350 pounds, 6'4". He's agile. He is very disruptive. 18 and a half tackles for loss as a junior. This young man was as coveted as any player at the point of attack in the middle of your defense in the country. Ohio State, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Georgia, some of the other programs that extended him a scholarship in addition to his finalists. There's so much to be excited about around South Carolina football right now. They finished in the top 15 last year. They have a Heisman candidate at quarterback this year in Lenoris Sellers. This is a program looking to get back to where they were during the Spurrier days. 4 straight top 10 finishes back in the mid-2010s. And guys like Noah Clark are players that can help get them there back to the top of the SEC, competing for conference championships and beyond.
What other major developments are you watching when it comes to South Carolina recruiting?
Well, I think you start with quarterback recruiting. Again, they have arguably the top quarterback in the country returning in Lenoris Sellers. If he does not get hurt against LSU last year, I think South Carolina's in the college football playoff. That's their aspirations this fall. And to be good year in and year out, you got to have that guy under center. And South Carolina at the top of the list right now for their most coveted target at the position, Landon Duckworth, a 4-star from Alabama, at one point was committed to South Carolina. They've had some turnover with their offensive staff, with Coach Loggins going on to be the head coach at App State. But he has started to connect with Coach Shula. He's always had a great relationship with Coach Beamer. There's not a head coach in the country that goes harder on the trail than Coach Beamer, and connecting with top targets, making them feel comfortable with the program at South Carolina. And if they can land Landon Duckworth, that's a guy that they could potentially hand the keys to down the road that has a similar skill set to Lenoris Sellers. So it starts with him. They're in the middle of it for some other top targets like cornerback Samari Matthews and linebacker safety recruit Tamarian Watkins. But Landon Duckworth, the most coveted target on the board moving forward as they try and sign a second straight top 20 recruiting class.
Do we have a date for Landon Duckworth? Do we expect a summer decision there?
Yeah, our colleague Chad Simmons reporting later this month. I believe he said around July 11th or July 18th for Landon Duckworth to come off the board. Auburn and South Carolina are his final 2 programs, but the pulse is with South Carolina. And he's going to have a chance to go against, if he does pick the Gamecocks, go against some really good players on defense in practice. Noah Clark adding to a class that includes coveted edge rusher Aiden Harris out of Weddington High in North Carolina. Aiden Harris committed to South Carolina in June over Ohio State and several others. Jazavian Currents in the secondary, a top 100 player, a safety, 6'3", 210 pounds, very rangy player on the back end. So this South Carolina class coming together. Noah Clark, another big pickup for Coach Beamer and company.
Absolutely. Some big news for South Carolina. All right. Appreciate you, Steve. We'll be back for more commitments all week long.
Hit like and subscribe.
Thank you. All right. Today, though, it was all about Noah Clark, Durham, North Carolina, 6'4.5", 350 pounds. He's headed to Columbia, South Carolina. And it wasn't easy. South Carolina had to beat Virginia, Virginia Tech, and NC State. He was down to those four heading into the day, heading out of the day. He's a South Carolina Gamecock. If you guys are still here, make sure you hit subscribe because we got more live commitments coming almost every day at this point. And the only way to know is to get notified as a subscriber. So jump on board, hit subscribe. We will be back for more.